Hi, so we are here to talk about a pressing issue. Today, Lady Gaga, Mother Monster, pause up, released her newest single, Born This Way. Some people are calling it Born This Way Friday, February 11th. It might even be a holiday, who knows. Trouble. Twitter and Facebook and everything is exploding. OMG, OMG, OMG. She ripped off Madonna and Express Yourself. Blah, 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 blah. First of all, let me be the first to say that in case the rest of the world hasn't noticed, um, genres fall on a timeline. We can think back to our own past and history, and we can relate periods of our times to what kind of music we were listening to at said time. You remember thinking back to, the early 90s, we were doing a lot of like grunge rock and folksy singers. Stuff was, real low key, kind of depressing. Mid 90s, we had so much sweet, ooey gooey, lovey R&B. Late 90s is where we started to see the emergence of, tongue-in-cheek character rap. Going into the 2000s, where we saw a huge resurgence in just standard rock and roll. It just it's very obvious. Genre in music comes in waves, and it happens at a time when it's appropriate. Lady Gaga's releasing Born This Way. I mean, it's riding the coattails of other songs that are doing the same thing, like Raise Your Glass by Pink, or Firework by Katy Perry. And Express Yourself, granted, having been released in the 80s, is still one of these. It's one of those songs. Maybe Lady Gaga said to herself, look at this song that Madonna did 20 years ago. It's still relevant today. So she decided to tip her hat to Madonna in producing Born This Way. I mean, that to me seems as clear cut and dried as, the sky is blue or 2 plus 2 equals 4. It makes sense. It's really upsetting to think that, this we as a world really have taken Lady Gaga, somebody who was unheard of a few years ago, and we ourselves exploded her onto the scene, in a firestorm that's never been seen before. Nobody ever climbed the A-list and broke as many records as Lady Gaga did, and I don't know if we'll ever even see that again. It was crazy. It was amazing, and she's deserved every bit of it. You don't get lip syncing with Gaga. You don't get manufactured crap that was written by somebody else. We've got Lady Gaga, who not only writes her own damn songs from start to finish, but writes songs for other artists. Not to mention the fact that she can come out onto the stage dressed in whatever the hell she wants, makes it work, makes it look fabulous, can slam her leg up on a fucking 88-key piano while she slams out some amazing piano interlude to just get back up and sing and dance some more and never miss a beat. Okay, we are talking artist. I mean, and ripping off Madonna. Okay, maybe the sound of a song is a little similar, but let's talk about this. When's the last time we saw Madonna photographed out on the street? What was she wearing? Chances are it was like a black tracksuit, with like some sandals and a pair of sunglasses. Do we ever catch Lady Gaga in sweats holding a bag of Cheetos like Britney Spears? Gaga is Gaga is Gaga. It's unrelenting. She has made a machine of herself. She's made a brand. She's iconic. She's an image, and she won't settle for anything less. So I don't think for a second that Gaga would just blatantly rip off a song, put it out in the mainstream, and expect, no kind of backlash. I think she knew that people were gonna make the comparisons. So having said that, let's look at a couple of the things that I'm looking at online right now. First of all, I've got on Wikipedia, this is a page on Wikipedia. It is for the Express Yourself song by Madonna, released May 9th, 1989, blah, 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 blah. It says right here on this page, sampling. Part of the chorus and beat of Express Yourself is sampled from the 1972 hit by the Staple Singers called Respect Yourself. Okay, so what's this? We have it right here in black and white that Madonna sampled somebody else's feel and vibe to get that feel-good song that she released 20 years ago. But everybody loves Express Yourself. So what's wrong with Gaga sampling a little bit of Madonna to do the same thing? And what's even funnier is she didn't sample. Through her own writing, I mean, she took a song and made it her own. Yeah, it has kind of the same vibe and the same beat and the same rhythm. But I think that's because the message of the song is the same thing too. Feel good about yourself. You know, let's stop worrying so much about not having every hair in place, or being just a little bit overweight, or being gay in a small community. These songs are all saying the same thing. You know, it's time to step up, claim responsibility for yourself as a person, and find your place in life to get out there and enjoy yourself. And that's all that matters to Lady Gaga. That's all she's been telling us since day one. Let's look at some other things that I have pulled up here quick. This is from CNN. A number of listeners are questioning if, in fact, Born This Way is really just a ripoff of the Madonna hit. The Chicago Tribune notes that it sounds so much like the 1989 Madonna classic that it will only fuel convictions of those who feel that Gaga is just a 21st century knockoff of the Material Girl. Going further on to that same CNN article, though, the Washington Post argues that the sound is so familiar it can be nothing but intentional. The similarities between Born This Way and Express Yourself are too obvious as to be anything other than a giant nod from Lady Gaga to Madonna. And The Guardian agrees with that. It doesn't sound copycat, The Guardian muses, concluding that it's probably more of a knowing nod and a cute wink between the two song ladies. MTV advises listeners that they should rewind the track and listen to it again. At first listen, it does sound a lot like a 90s club anthem that could have been pulled right out of Madonna's Vogue period, complete with rhythmic spoken word parts. But upon a closer listen, we notice that Gaga's distinct voice and really new lyrics make the song all hers. Here, with Rolling Stone, This Week in Music. The big news this week is after that more than a month of hints and teases, Lady Gaga has finally unveiled her new single, Born This Way. Well, you can listen to it yourself, but Rob Sheffield gave it 4 stars, declaring it to be an instant classic club anthem that is even better than Madonna's Express Yourself. She's set to perform the song live at the Grammys this coming Sunday. I hope everyone plans on catching that. And even here, from the site called Pop Eater, popeater.com. While we wouldn't go that far, we love Madonna, but people give her so much credit as a pop innovator, you'd think she'd built the first synthesizer with her bare hands. It's impossible not to see the thematic and melodic parallels between Her Majesty's pop classic and Gaga's latest club jam. If imitation really is the sincerest form of flattery, Madonna should be feeling pretty good this morning. People are loving Gaga's new tune, but the big story that has emerged since its debut this morning is its rather obvious similarity to the Material Girl's Express Yourself. Also, a hint of Deeper and Deeper is in there too. They've noticed it, I've noticed it. Takes me back to other points though. Going back to Lady Gaga's first album, who didn't notice twinges of like David Bowie in songs like Again, Again or Brown Eyes? Lady Gaga is constantly paying homage to her musical influences. And the lady knows how to spot a trend and run with it. Right now, the popular music is the songs that are supposed to make you feel good about yourself and your life, whether you're perfect or less than perfect. Lady Gaga took this song, Born This Way, and she released it on us, and she knew full well that it sounded like Madonna's, I can't even think of the name of the song, Express Yourself. You know, so they sound the same. The point is this: Lady Gaga is true genius. She's an artist, and she knew that the time was right now to release this song, to pay a little homage, and to help remind everyone, this is our life, this is our time. You were born the way you are, so get out there and rock it. I'm willing to bet that Lady Gaga is going to re-release this song as acoustic versions. It's going to sound totally different, and people are still going to love it. Pause up for Gaga.